It's time to wake up. Come on.
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod. And not even a mage this time. Probably stumbled across the rod by accident, I suppose. Typical.
You got some attitude, huh?
It thinks these crystals are simply for show, I see. Huh. I stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for, oh, I have no idea how long. Many, many years.
And the villagers had no idea they were being watched. Creepy.
Then one wonders that you wouldn't be grateful to the one who allowed you to stretch your legs, Gollum.
Another mage, I see. Charming. I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead?
No.
Some got away, then. How unfortunate.
Don't be a bitch.
Familiarity breeds contempt, as they say, and after 30 years as a captive audience, I was as familiar with these villagers as one could possibly be. Not that I wish their fate on them, no. But it did make for a delightful change of pace.
You have a name, even though I already know it.
Perhaps I may have forgotten after all the years of being called Gollum. Gollum, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Gollum and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Gollum, pick me up. I tire of walking. It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must.
Is something wrong?
I see the control rod, yet I feel... Go on, order me to do something.
Alright, tech officer. No.
And, nothing. I feel nothing.
Oh, I can
feel
relate.
No compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is broken.
Yes, shouldn't you be happy?
I suppose if I can't be commanded, this means I have free will, yes? It is simply, what should I do? I have no memories beyond watching this village for so long. I have no purpose. I find myself at a bit of a loss. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me?
I don't intend to do anything with you. You think I'm many use for personal golem. I haven't given much thought.
I see. Wonderful. I suppose I have two options, do I not? Go with it or go elsewhere? I do not even know what lies beyond this village.
What do you want to do?
I watched this village for so long, unable to move or act. My memories of anything before are vague at best. So I have no idea what I want to do. I'm glad to be mobile. Is that not enough?
You can come with me.
Are you certain you want to bring that thing with us? It could be dangerous and large.
You mean like Sten, who's right behind you?
Good point. Better it than me, anyhow.
I will follow it about then. For now. I am called Shale, by the way.
So I've been told.
This should be interesting.
Oh good, we have a chance to get Liliana.
Vashaden.
Indeed.
Come along. Ooh, level up. Cunning. Dexterity. Constitution. Oh. More saving. This game autosaves a fucking lot. Yet despite all that, it still finds a way to not get the convenient times. 24 dexterity, huh? What are you at? 22. We're gonna cheat. Take this off. Oh, god damn it, Liliana. Okay, I'm so not used to these controls. It's +1. 2 Constitution. Okay, hang on. Put that on. Then take... No, hang on. I gotta give, 770... 840, okay. Now give me... Give me the ring back. You can have that, though. Now I put on ring and become even better. Morgan can have that. Whoa, hang on. What was the other one? I don't have Shale. What game? Come on now. What is this? Not important. Alright, Liliana, go and find me some goodies. There was another chest around here somewhere, wasn't there? Or am I going crazy? Was it up here? It was up here, okay.
It's done.
Some fire arrows for me to sell later. That's nice. Let's go check out the cellar again. More goodies. Get all the shit we can so we can sell it back later.
Just like you wanted.
Don't know if I need the split mail. I don't think the quality on that was all that good. Let's check. Yep, same as what he's got on. Wait. I need 20 strength for this. Time to get the ring back. There we go. And everything is good. Give Liliana the good armor so that she doesn't get fucked when we use her later. No important steps. I recall there being a chest around here. Yep, right over there. Don't I have a bow? Like a special bow from the yeah, that. Oh yeah, no, she's not ready for that yet.
What now?
That'll be a good while. Well, fuck, hang on. Fucking get rid of that. Son of a bitch. Yes, get rid of it, please. I want this. Alright, now I'm pretty sure we're ready to set on out of here. Keep going back to camp so I can offload all this junk and then head on to Redcliffe. Or at least part 1 of Redcliffe. I know Redcliffe is kind of a long-running part of the game. Come on. Can I leave? Thank you. Take me back to camp. Need a sip of my drink.
What do you need? Ask away.
Yeah, that's not important. How about you?
Yes? Well, here I am.
You're dead to me. Talk to Shale then. Yeah, what's with the sigh?
Oh, that. Merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy. I think not. I am made of pure rock, skin to core. At best, I can become a pile of dust, but a smear I will definitely not leave behind. That's for softer, squishier things like itself and its friends. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
Oh yeah, I forgot she hates pigeons.
Yes, its adventures are interesting, even if the chances for success are remarkably slim. It would be better to throw oneself off a cliff, I suspect. Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason to go.
I happen to need you.
Refreshing. Normally, such words would be accompanied by the wave of a control rod. I shall remain as it asks. Perhaps we should continue. Its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling.
Oh, that didn't fix anything. That's nice.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, Master, I exist to serve the Master. I shall kill for the Master and only for the Master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks, if it likes.
Are there dirty limericks?
Mostly they involve slaughtering pigeons in creative and invasive manners. I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do? Did I say it was bad? It thinks I hang on its every word, waiting for approval. I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Imagine the benefits. No need to eat or sleep or perform other...
Kinda have to like play into her ego to make her like you.
Water, crush the heads of every opponent. The possibilities are limitless. Barring the occasional 30 years or so of paralysis, there's little to compare. Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
Yeah, Jesus, fuck. I have questions.
Doesn't have better things to do.
Nope.
I like to think of them as accessories. I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation.
So it's a dwarven thing.
So I would assume. My former master enjoyed poking around the ruins in the deep roads after all, and bartering with others who did. As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will.
They do more?
Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
Let's see. Would you be willing?
Why not? I don't get to wear clothing and other adornments like the rest of you creatures after all. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more.
I have more.
Oh yes, that I remember quite well. My former master, the Mage Wilhelm, he brought me. As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Gollum snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it.
Let's see. I take it you didn't like him?
He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much, his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. Ha! I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it?
Oh yes, a fortune.
Good. Clearly, I am worth it. I'd have happily stomped them all into paste, and then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice. What I didn't like was being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself. Ugh.
Do you remember that?
I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy.
Oh, that's
I
unfortunate.
remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that, No, there are only images. I was somewhere dark.
Why were you in front of the tower?
That's where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves. Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag.
His wife?
I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down. Can it believe it? And she still wanted me out. Good.
I think if you ask that
about
next
done
question,
talking
it kind
about
of upsets her, so.
It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it?
Nope, we'll keep talking.
It doesn't have better things to do.
Not yet.
That part I know, as Wilhelm often bragged about it to whomever was willing to listen to him. He claimed to have found me in the deep roads. I was in the ruins of a Tig, he said, deactivated, with my control rod not far away.
You know where?
No. That secretive bastard refused to tell me. I would ask and ask, but no. He used to say that one day, if I were compliant and didn't talk back at his wife, he would take me there and I could look around myself. Rotten, lying bastard. If I had his head in my hands now, I would squeeze it like a giant lemon. Squish.
You were a very aggressive golem, huh?
It was a hobby of his, scavenging. One of the reasons he traveled so much is that he was looking for entrances into the deep roads, old places the dwarves had long forgotten. And then he would sneak down and search for magical treasure, before anyone was the wiser. On then.
Oh, okay. That's an easy way of getting some experience. Oh, not experience, approval, apparently.
It doesn't have better things to do. Oh, how interesting. Certainly I remember having a master. My memories of what happened to him are vague.
Yeah, vague but non-existent.
And true. Oh, very well. Let me see what I can recall. My former master enjoyed experimenting upon me. I remember that much. There was tinkering with spells, and then the crystals. He was very eager to alter my function, I think.
You're fine as you are.
Flattery, and obvious flattery too. I feel warm and fuzzy inside.
I try my best.
My control rod, and back then, it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to, no matter how I might have wished to. So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then nothing.
What do you remember next?
And then he was gone. I was standing where I was, in the village, and I could no longer move. The villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me. So they simply left me. And in time I forgot I hadn't stood there all along. In fact, at first I found it more of a relief. For so many years I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get this, pick up that, put it down, pick it up again. The gall! At first I'd hoped he'd simply decided to leave me there paralyzed, an acceptable trade-off. After years passed, I simply stopped caring. I think I was ready to move on.
That sounds like hell,
Another
really,
few
being
years and the
stuck
moss would have covered my face.
for years in
And
that
then where would
place,
I have
like
been?
self-aware,
Whatever the mage did
or aware of your
seemed to render
surroundings.
the control rod useless.
That sounds fucking
For which I
terrible.
should be thankful, yes? And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments, not that I would allow it, it has nothing to fear from me. Much.
Much.
The things that it fights, and it fights things often, that is a different story. Let us get back to the walking and the fighting. My stone is beginning to itch again.
What does that mean? Let's give Shale some stuff. Like a lightning crystal. Hit resistance, electricity resistance. That's good enough right there, I think.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife?
Show me what you
I'm
got.
sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I
Show
have
me
collected,
what you
and
got.
with your discount.
Getting rid of all the shit I do not need. I think I need those, so we'll leave them be for now. Let's see, sell the gemstones. I need the Drake scale, so we keep that. See, these I know are all for well, fuck. Hang on. Okay, I think I got this. I think I got it. Sten obviously will want the Quinari prayer book. Okay, it just blacks them out for people who they don't go to.
Unexpected.
Holy Jesus.
You are not quite as callow as I thought.
Oh, nice to know.
That is unexpected.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love you, Sten. I love you.
I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware. I know that my failures were my own. I told you before that I was sent here. I was not sent alone. I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight. We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
I heard the stories of Ostagar. Your kith stood their ground when others fled. No one can do more than that. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke, I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand. Perhaps. I searched for it, and when that failed, I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
And did they know where it was?
They said they found me with nothing.
Did you believe them?
I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
Yeah, hang on, you over a sword?
That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
That's kinda shitty.
If I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now.
Yeah, tell me
Near
where.
Lake Calenhad.
We will find it.
Perhaps those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
You are welcome, my friend.
You called.
I did indeed.
I am hardly surprised. To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Your farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
Yeah, how about that?
What does that accomplish? The farmer who buys a shop is never a merchant. He is always a farmer turned merchant. He carries his old life with him as a turtle carries its shell.
Yeah, maybe he was meant to be a merchant.
Meant by whom? And if that were indeed his purpose, why did that mysterious source of meaning not make him so to begin with?
Yeah, how about that?
Learning anything takes time and study. How do you study life when you jump from point to point? Life is what you do. Life is the duties you fulfill.
Huh.
Can it? Perhaps that's the difference between your people and mine. We never forget. Shall we move
Never
on?
forgive, never forget, huh?
There is interesting food here.
Oh, of
You
course.
have a thing. It doesn't have a word in the Kunari tongue. Little baked things like bread, but sweet and crumbly.
Oh, cookies.
Yes, we have no such things in our lands. This should be remedied.
You sound a bit homesick.
Perhaps. It's strange to be in a crowd and hear a language that is not your own. To see faces that are and aren't like yours. I miss the smells of Zeheron. Tea and incense and the sea. Ferelden smells of wet dogs.
Oh, gross.
True. I was trying to forget that part. Shall we move on? Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on.
We shall move.
As you wish.
I love you, Stan. Never change. Never change. Here, let's give Morrigan. She wants this.
A fine gift.
Holy Jesus. Morgan, talk to me.